Hey, what's happening, everyone? This is Lawrence Ross. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Currently, I'm at 101. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Ken Chawowski. I'm not sure if I'm saying your last name right. I'm very sorry about that. Nitwit and Mike Falk. Thank you. Those are the names that came up publicly, so thank you guys. But I figure with the milestone of 100 subscribers, not only do I have a custom URL, which is youtube.com/C/Lawrence Ross, or you can just do youtube.com/Lawrence Ross. It'll still take you to the same page. Figure I'd tell you guys about my blindness and how it's basically molded me into the man that I am today. All right. So, November 1st, 1987, I was born. But I was not scheduled to be born on that day. I was scheduled to be born on February 2nd, 1988, Groundhog's Day. But I was not the only one. I was one of triplets. My brothers Alex and Zachary were also born on November 1st, 1987, and we all paid for it. We all ended up paying for it dearly. 2 days after being born, my brother Zachary passed on, and about 6 months after being born, my brother Alex passed on. He passed away on April 28th, 1988. His brother Zachary died November 3rd, 1987. So if you're doing the math, November 1st, 1987 versus February 2nd, 1988 adds up to about 15 weeks. So we were born at 25 weeks, and we were all a pound and a half. That is it. And the only thing that I experienced, the only setback I experienced was retinopathy prematurity. That is when the retina is not fully developed, and that is the result of that. As a matter of fact, in some cases, the retina will become detached, and that is what happened with me, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But to explain it, my left eye is a prosthetic. You may not know it, judging by the light in this apartment, but that is what it is. It is a prosthetic. The reason why is because the retina was detached, so they held the eye in place with a silicone band. And at age 4, the band broke, and and my parents took me to various doctors. They finally took me to a guy named Dr. Emery, who had, I can't remember if he himself had a shell or his assistant had a shell, and he made the determination, okay, well, we should hook him up with a prosthetic eyeball, a shell as it were, and then over time, I would get a new one every couple of years, and I get a new one every 5 years. I'm due for one in 2021, but that is neither here nor there. But that is my left eye, and my right eye, it's real, but it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work to its full potential. I have what's known as light perception. I'm able to see when the light is on and off. I know if there's a screen on or off. I can tell certain objects in a room, but I couldn't physically describe them to you. Like if I'm looking at a table, like I can say, "Ooh, that's a table," but I couldn't tell you, well, it's dark brown, and there's a green piece of paper laying on it. I could not do that. Well, actually, I probably could, but I couldn't tell you what's on the paper. I mean, I know what colors, shapes, letters, and numbers look like because I had a little bit of sight. Not like picture perfect eyesight or anything, but like if I needed to look at the TV screen, I'd have to really get close up to the screen, like get like right on the screen so I could actually see the numbers and stuff like that. But that is my right eye. And I occasionally will wear sunglasses when I shoot videos, not because the sun is bad for my eyes, which I know it is, but I don't know. I've always felt that to be kind of a cool look, sporting the sunglasses and such. But I don't do it all the time, though. But I don't know. It's a personal preference, I guess you could say. But how they found out I was blind was kind of a unique story. I was like 4 months old, and they had already tried. The doctors had already tried a couple of surgeries on my left eye and try and salvage it, but it was not working. There are different levels of retinopathy prematurity, and I have stage 4. Stage 1 and stage 2 is fixable. Stage 3 is kind of 50-50, but then by the time I hit stage 4 and stage 5, it's like, nope, nothing we can do about it. And so that is what happened. They took me to Philadelphia because there was word about a procedure that could probably fix what I have. And the doctor took a look at me, took a look at my mom, and said, "I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. This child is blind." And my mom thought, well, I've never heard that distinction, that label applied to one of my kids, ever. But my parents are very strong people. My family is a very strong bunch, very supportive, and they accepted it and they adapted to it. I equate it to a couple of scenes in some movies. The 1994 movie Forrest Gump, there's that scene where Sally Field says, "You're the same as everybody else. You are no different." And then there's that scene in the movie Ray, where his mom says to him, "Remember your promise to me, don't let nobody treat you like a cripple." Or whatever the verbiage was. But that's the way I basically live my life. I don't see my blindness as a hindrance. I understand there are some things that I'm unable to do in life, but the things I'm able to do, the modifications are there, fully capable of doing it. So I have no gripe with it at all. It has basically made me who I am today. And there is a commonality in regards to people on YouTube and me. From the small people on YouTube who will make videos periodically and comment and all that stuff, all the way on to the big names, like some of the channels that I watch. Some of the channels I know of, at least. Game Grumps, I know of them. Jacksepticeye, watch him periodically. WatchMojo.com, I watch that a lot. Nikki Swift, Grunge, Trisha Paytas, definitely watch all that stuff. And there is a commonality between us, and that is that we cannot see the audience. We don't know what the audience looks like. Yeah, we can see the profile pictures, we can see the names and stuff, we can read their comments, but we don't know what they truly look like in person. So I think that is the special connection that I have with people on YouTube, and also other people in the entertainment arena. Actors, actresses, television personalities, radio personalities. I'll even throw journalists in there, all right? I mean, it's not necessarily entertainment, but it can be media, basically. Media, any form of media. Any form of art, really. You can't see the audience until either you go out and see them or they go out and see you. And I'll leave you with just one more thing, because it's a pretty common question I get. And the question is, if medical science could cure you, if it could, would you take that chance? And I always say no, because I'm used to this. I am totally fine with this, and I wouldn't want to change it. Well, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Lawrence Ross, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.